It's take two. We're gonna retry again, but we got smoked. We got smoked today. It was pretty bad. We took a 15% loss, and that was about 13 and 24 cents of a loss. So I want to go over some of this stuff. I want to show you the fact that I have more greens, but my losses are horrible. Like I want to have more reds, but I want to keep them smaller losses, but I want to keep my wins better, right? So like I want it to be the complete opposite way around. And I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. Okay, this is also take two from this. Okay, so I just want to make sure that everything sounds perfectly fine and everything. I know that it's a little bit more difficult to, grow an account like this, right? So I don't know if you notice right there on the size of my account, it's in the double digits. It's not anywhere near like triple digits or whatever. But I want to just practice and see what I can do. I was able to grow it. I was able to grow a triple digit account on demo, but now definitely on live, it's definitely a little bit easier. It's a little bit more harder and difficult. I just want to see if I could try to continue to grow the account and see what I can do and just track as much as data as I possibly can. I know it's difficult, but the point was, I was trying to show you that my losses are bigger than my wins. So one loss can literally wipe out my whole wins for the week. All the work I did for the week can wipe out. And I don't want that. I want small losses, but I want big wins. I want small losses but big wins. I want my wins to wipe out my losses for the week. I want to be losing more, losing more on a daily basis, but I want to be winning. I want to, when I do win, the wins are big. So but mainly because I feel uncomfortable doing that right now. But that's really what my end goal is. That's what I want to do for the end. And I just want to try to make sure everything works. And I probably put some stock footage over here. I don't know if the stock footage is looping, but this recording is already about like 35, 36 seconds and 37. So yeah, that's kind of the point I was trying to get at. But we're still gonna need to work on some stuff and just overall everything. So I will, put this recording in there now. But last week we had a really good week, I guess you could say. But we just gotta keep going. We gotta keep going, learning from our mistakes. Um, I was anticipating a down move, right? So let's go over this, right? I was anticipating a move to the downwards. I was trying to catch a reversal. I think let me show you where I ended up. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so I was anticipating a down move right here because it looked like we were breaking structure to the downside, but obviously on the 5 minute, that was not the case. We were just consolidating. We were consolidating to go back up. And then that's when we got smoked, right? And then let's take a look at the DXY, right? Because we're trying to incorporate the DXY, but um we just kept getting smoked, right? We ended up coming down even lower right here. You could even check right here, right? We ended up coming down lower on the DXY. And just let alone overall, we got completely smoked, right? Took a loss, and that's okay. Got the loss straightened out and everything. It's okay. I'm anticipating a move downwards, maybe tomorrow, but price action wasn't that good, and I don't want to blame it on price action because obviously the mistake was my fault. I made the mistake, so all I have to do is just learn from it and then try again and keep learning from it. So I want to go over some of the things, the mistakes that I was feeling, or the feelings that I was feeling, and what was going through my head on why I took the trade in the first place. So I want to go over the fact that um I was looking at the 1 minute chart. I was looking at the 1 minute chart. I was completely disregarding the higher time frames. So because of that, I ended up getting smoked. And now it looks like we could be on the way to the downside. So this would have been a better risk to reward. It could look like we could start heading down to the downside, but we ended up getting we ended up losing because of bad entry, horrible risk management, and because of myself. Like I don't know if you guys took that as blaming as me, but like and realistically speaking, I'm the one who lost the trade. So I have no clue why I said bad risk management. And but those were the traits what made me to lose or what I made the mistake of doing. So, I just wanted to clarify that. Look at our risk management. We also took calls. We took calls instead of puts. And I let go of the call because I wanted to go to the downside and I was so confused on why. I was looking at my P&L. I was looking at my P&L and I saw that it was going up and we were like breaking out to the upside. If I had that call to right now, it probably would have worked out in my favor very well. But even then, it wasn't my actual move or it wasn't the actual thing that I was trying to shoot for. It my so I kind of deserved the loss. I deserved the loss that I took because it wasn't the actual move. So regardless, like my initial intention was to go puts, and because of the fact that we ended up breaking up, and my stop loss stopped me out, and we ended up just rallying higher. And you know, my analysis was wrong, my deduction was wrong, so that's okay as well. We just consolidated here a bit. I thought that this would be a break of structure, so that's when I took my puts and I sold my calls. And then obviously you ended up seeing what happened, and we ended up coming up, coming up, coming up, hitting my stop loss, and then we just ended up rallying more higher. So now I could see any potential trades. I don't know about it because there's news out right now. I mean, we had news at like 7:30, and some of this. Oh no, it was at 8:30. We had news during these times, 8:30, and we just kind of actual forecast. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. It's good for currency. So actual 6.2. So I mean, it's a lot. Like I'm looking at this right now. I don't think it really did go the way that you would want it to, right? If it's actual greater than forecast, I don't know. I don't really know how this works. I don't know if it should be in the negatives or the positives. I don't know. But there's also the news tomorrow at 8:30 as well. Core retail sales and retail sales, or MM, and then Wednesday we're cooling. Thursday we're not unemployment claims, and then Friday we're cooling as well. So 2 days, 2 days or days without news. Then the rest of the week is just news, and then literally throughout this whole entire month is just straight up news. Uh, yeah. So I thought so. There's news next week, all next week, right? It's July 17th today, right? Wednesday is clear, Friday is clear, Sunday is clear. Damn, there is news every day next week. Oh my. PMI? Look at that. I mean, other than July 31st. Oh, that's bad. Why is there so much news? Oh my. Summer's gonna end pretty quickly. Huh. I didn't even realize. You realize see how fast everything goes by. I didn't even realize till now. We're even almost out of July. Only a couple more weeks till only a couple of weeks. Not even a couple more weeks. We have till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 more days of July and then it's August. Wow. That's insane. But we don't have that much anymore of days to the summer. So, anyways, yeah, we were just looking at the 1 minute time frame when we should have been looking at the 5 minute. and we should have just really been going over a lot of things, right? I was feeling very uncomfortable. I saw on the Discord that some people were taking calls, and I was expecting it to come down. By Discord, I meant I'm in this Discord, but I don't have the page description, so like I'm not using it for alerts or anything. But by Discord, I meant that I was in a Discord, and some people were saying, "Oh, go, we're waiting for calls or whatever." But by that time, it was already too late. I already had to let go of my calls and went into puts. It's just a little Discord just to talk to people, but that's really it. And um, it indeed did not come down. It just went higher and higher and higher. And these just look like they were just coming down to fill fair value gaps, right? There's a fair value gap right there. Tap back into it, and even tap back into it again. So, oh well. This is just after the fact that we just took the trade. We lost this trade. It's okay. We just need to work on our risk management. We also need to work on our entries. We also need to work on a little bit of our mental. Those are three things that we should really work on: risk management, mental, and um, psychology. So those are all the things that we should work on. Those are things that we should mainly be focusing on right now. But other than that, this is the trade. This is right now. It's 7/17, so it's July 17th, 2023. Um, I've been trading for 11 months now. August would be my full on year. We just need to keep our losses small. We need to find a system for our risk management because I kind of don't understand fully my system. I understand the strategy on how to use it, but I don't understand my system overall. I'm still kind of finding my way and finding everything that I need to be profitable. So I'm just kind of learning. I'm still in the learning curve, and that's okay. I just want to recap this trade and just want to try to figure out what went wrong and try to learn from my mistakes and try to continue to grow and get better at trading. Um, and I also have some other stuff that I'm working on, and I kind of don't want to take up too much time. But other than that, this is probably really it. There's not really much to it to this. Probably just gonna work on the subtitles, work on this video, edit it, and then get it out there. But Spy kind of kicked my ass today. And it's okay as long as we keep going. It doesn't really matter. We just can't give up. We can't allow the market to beat us. We can't allow the market to do. The market will do whatever it's want, and then when the trade is in there, it's in the market's hands. It's not in my hands anymore. But it looks like we're coming up to the supply zone. We obviously rejected off a little bit, so we could potentially get a higher. Oh, we already got a break of structure. Oh, that's insane. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize until now. We got to bring a structure to the downside. But anyways, I can't even trade right now. I have no settle funds. But we took basically kind of two trades today, and both of them were losses. If I took calls, I would have been up. But that doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, is I should have, would have, whatever. It doesn't matter. I did this and I fucked up, and that's okay. Um, we just gotta learn. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep pushing, and we'll get there. But I'm gonna edit this video out and I'm gonna get it out there. Just gonna collect as much as data as possible. I just need to collect as much as data, and experience is the best teacher that I could probably have. The market just needs to teach me, and the market will do whatever it's want, and I can't force my bias upon it. And that's what I was kind of doing. I was forcing the bear bias, and I was just looking at the 1 minute when I should have been looking at higher time frames. But I'm probably gonna backtest a little bit, trying to get some practice in, trying to get the reps in because all weekend I wasn't doing that. I was focused on another project that I've been doing. But I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna backtest for a little bit, maybe about 30 minutes, and just get all of that stuff sorted out. But anyways, that's probably gonna be the end of this one. There really isn't much to talk about. Um, we just need to continue working our psychology, and that's it. But other than that, I just wanted to recap this and just take everything. Oh, also wait, before I do go, I want to discuss this. I want to discuss the DXY, right? So The DXY, I was using Equilibrium for this, but obviously for some odd reason it didn't actually end up going my way. We came down to a discount right here, but we were just never able to come up, and we just completely invalidated this 5 minute demand zone right here. I probably should have looked at the higher time frames. I mean, we kind of bought up a lot, so I probably should have been looking at that. But yeah, probably should have been looking at that. Not looking back, came up, sideswiped everybody who shorted right here, and we're still on an uptrend a little bit, but we're coming down a little bit. 30 minutes, higher time frames hold higher power. On the daily, we just, now looking back at this, like looking back at this recording while I'm editing this video, I realize that I might have to go for the higher time frame. So we might be bullish. I don't know. We might have to start taking our calls because I do remember that there is some more stuff that we can look at on the higher time frames, like on SPY. I don't know though. We'll see though. Back up, which is what I would be hoping for, but we have a whole lot of stuff down here that we have to come liquidate. So yeah. Um and plus it's July too. Apparently the indices make new highs in July or whatever. And yeah. So I don't really want to have a bias coming into the markets anymore. At least until this month is over. But I'm just gonna keep going and keep doing whatever I'm doing. We tapped into equilibrium, and I thought we were gonna head up, but obviously we didn't. So just got smoked even more. But anyways, yeah, that's probably gonna be the end of that's probably gonna be the end of this one. Um, like I said, I'm just gonna go back test a little bit more, back test SPY, get the hang of it. I also want to start doing Euro USD really badly, but I've been slacking and I've been procrastinating on it. So I want to start doing it, and I just got to get on that. But anyways, I'm just gonna edit this video really quickly and try to get it out there, and then I want to see if I could get the strategy video out later today, and then work on another project. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of this one.